Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel, that is EdTech. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Let us begin with our today's video. So our today's video is going to be regarding the top IT updates for this particular week. The first update is coming from one of the famous IT companies, that is Persistent System, because they are going to buy the German digital company which is called as Nagarro. Now you might already know Nagarro because they pay a lot of hefty salary when compared to other companies, service-based IT companies, right? So they are going to buy this entity, and there will be a global company which will be forming by the amalgamation of Persistent System and Nagarro. So entirely they will be generating a revenue of around $2.9 billion in revenue altogether from both of the entities, Persistent as well as Nagarro, and they will be having around 350 plus clients for their portfolios. And this is going to be a good news also, because this can be kind of called as a merger, I would say, because Persistent System is entirely buying this company Nagarro, which is from Germany, digital transformation and a lot of other projects they are working on. And there can be a possibility that they are buying this company at a very premium valuation, which is around 140%. So if you're someone who's working at Persistent, or if you're someone who is working at Nagarro, then let me know what exactly is the news that is going on in your companies and in your employees. The second important update is coming from Volkswagen. You might already know that Volkswagen is having a lot of employees all around the globe, and they are having the delivery centers here in India also. And Volkswagen has decided that they are going to lay off around 1 lakh employees, and they're going to shut down around 4 of their plants in Germany. Why they are doing so? Because they are facing a lot of challenge from their counterparts, or the counter companies which are basically in China, which are automotive manufacturers, automotive software makers, and they are competing against them. And that is the reason they are not able to sustain in China, which is one of their biggest market after Europe, the entire Europe continent, right? So that is the reason they are facing a lot of issues, and we can see these kind of impacts in India also, if they are going to lay off people from the Indian delivery centers, that is the GCCs that they have formed here in India. The next important thing is coming from TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Capgemini, all the IT companies. This is regarding the top employers for female employees, right? So the top 10 women employers in India, when you come talk about the private companies, the number one position is again retained by one of the biggest IT company that comes from the Tata group, that is TCS. They're having around 2,14,000 employees, female employees who are working in that company. The second position is again retained by Infosys, wherein they are having around 1,31,000 employees who are female employees working in their company. The third position is taken again by Reliance Industries. Okay, and this is a shocker because some people thought that Wipro might take the third position, but actually third position is taken by Reliance, which has climbed, which is having a third position, which is around 87,000 employees, and the fourth position is coming from Wipro side, which is around 86,000 employees. Okay, the next important thing that I wanted to discuss with you all is that lot of a few days back, right, what happened was the Nifty IT fell. Nifty IT is basically the index which tracks all the IT companies in India, I mean top IT companies in the India which are listed on the stock market. And that index, okay, all the IT companies which are listed, they fell around like 15 to 30, 15 to 20% in the last couple of months. Why? Because there were a lot of threats because of the AI. There were a lot of buzz that was going around the AI space, which are going to eat out the clients or the projects which are given to Indian IT companies. This was the narrative that was being said. But JP Morgan is saying that TCS, Infosys, Tata, Mahindra, and all these companies, they will be gaining also a lot of projects with this AI disruption. And that is the reason why the Nifty IT again has increased by almost 2 to 3%. And this is somewhat relief for the Indian IT sector, because big analyst and consulting companies like JP Morgan, which are banks also, which are providing loans, which are investing in these stocks, they are also saying that definitely there will be a AI disruption that is going to happen, but that will be beneficial for the IT companies from India again. Okay. Next important update is coming from Oracle. Oracle is under a lot of pressure, guys. Oracle, the stock has tumbled down around 17% in one particular day, 16 to 17% in one particular day in the US stock market where it is listed. And if you look at why it was doing such things, because they are laying off around 21,000 of their global workforce, which is a very big number. Okay, there are leadership calls that are happening at 6 a.m. in the morning. There are emails that are sent at 4 a.m. in the morning regarding the layoffs to the employees. People who are coming to office, their entry is banned, their ID access is also taken out. And this is what is happening at Oracle. Now recently there was an article that was published by one of the top news reporters, which mentioned that Oracle did not count value the offers that it gave to the top IITs. So around 50 IITians got the offer from Oracle, which they accepted also. And at a certain point of time before joining, the company said that we will not be honoring, we are revoking the offer, which is a very bad thing. And that is the reason the IITs mentioned, like they went out to the labor ministry. They also wrote to the Oracle's officials here in India that if you don't like give the offers, if you revoke the offers, we will be blacklisting you from the upcoming drives that will be taking place in our campuses. And this is again one of the terrible things, right? Next important thing is there is an email, or I would say not technically an email, but there is a tweet that is going viral right now, wherein a person has mentioned that he and his friend both started their IT job, okay, or their graduation completed in 2022, and they both had offers of 7 lakh rupees from one of the service based IT company. Okay, number A, there was first person and there was a second person. First person joined that particular IT company. The second person did not pursue that IT company's offer and went straight away, took a loan of 40 lakh rupees from his father, where they mortgaged their land or the house that they were staying in. And with the 40 lakh rupees of loan, he went to USA, the second person. After completing 1 year or 2 years of that master's degree, he was not able to find the job. Whereas this first person who switched after 2 years and got around 150% of salary hike, and that person is now earning a salary in lakhs, and the second person is still not able to find a particular tech job after completing that master, and his parents are facing the issue burden to pay that kind of loan which they took on the house. Okay, and this is the thing, this is the viral tweet that is trending right now, that people, because just because there are some consulting companies, there are some education management fairs, or I would say education or masters fairs, they go to there, they get like acclimatized by they get very fascinated by what kind of life they will be getting in that big old American dream. But now that has shattered for a lot of people who were not having caliber. I would say simply say that people who are not of that level, they are also going to the USA, and they are not able to compete with the, there is a lot of competition, cutthroat competition between Chinese students, between Indians also in USA. And if you are not able to get a job over there, then it becomes really difficult for you to sustain in that country, because your visa, your sponsorship, and a lot of things come into picture. Then people do second masters again, they took again a loan and again do a second masters in management, and then they try to crack the management jobs. But again, that is very difficult for Indians. Tech job is comparatively easy, but management jobs is comparatively difficult, because the management, if you look at who are doing tech courses, there are more opportunities for tech courses than compared to the management roles in the USA. And that is why I wanted to share with all of you guys that if you are someone who is going to do masters, okay, after directly after your graduation or after your BTech or whatever degree you are pursuing right now, please think of it. Please look at the finances, try to get a scholarship. If not, then please don't directly take money from your parents. Don't try to take the PF amount that they are getting, that is for their retirement, that is not for your education. If you want that, if you are 100% sure that you will definitely get a good job, you will be working really hard and you will be cracking good opportunities also in the USA or any country for that matter, for where you are going for masters, then please go ahead, take loan, do whatever you want. But simply because someone told you that there will be a very good life, you will be living a lavish or posh life in that particular country, then please don't do it directly. Think about it and only then do it. With this, I would like to end today's video. If you feel that this video was helpful, then please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and share this video with all of your friends who are working in the corporate industry. Thank you and have a great day ahead. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.